Good evening, YouTube. It is I, the new me in 2010, coming at you once again. It is Sunday, October the 8th. And I am back in this kitchen cooking. I hadn't made a video in a while, so I thought I would show you what I'm working with today. I got up this morning and I marinated some lamb chops. So we're going to do, let's see if I can show you my lamb chops that have been seasoned and with salt and pepper, garlic powder, an onion powder, and a little sazon, drizzled with some olive oil and some minced garlic. What we're going to do with these is we're going to heat up a pan with a little olive oil. We're going to sear them and then finish them off in the oven. To go along with our lamb chops today, I have some Brussels sprouts that I've cut up into quarters, and I have them sitting here in water until I'm ready to cook with them. And we're going to saute those in a little olive oil, butter, and bacon. Yummy. For the non-keto person in my house, I am also going to do some garlic and herb roasted potatoes. You see here I have my potatoes diced up into pieces, and we've washed them and we have them sitting in water until we're ready to go with that. So I am going to take you over to the stove and we're going to get ready to prepare these lamb chops and get them in the oven, season the potatoes and get those in the oven, and we're going to be ready to rock and roll this Sunday. So I'll be back with you in just about 60 seconds. Okay, so we're back over here at the stove. I have my skillet that I have sprayed with Pam cooking spray, and we're going to turn that on and get it heated, and then we're going to add an olive oil, just a little bit of olive oil to the pan so that we can get a nice sear on the lamb chops. Just a little story while we wait on our pan to heat up. Adjust my camera just a little bit. While we're waiting on our pan to heat up, lamb chops, well, lamb is one of my favorite meals that I remember from childhood. On holidays, my mom would do a leg of lamb, for whether it was Easter, sometimes Christmas, and I just remember her cleaning the ham and putting slits in it and sticking whole cloves of garlic and putting herbs inside the holes and roasting it and baking it and slicing it off once it's done. And it was just, that's where I got my love of lamb from. And it's just a fond memory. So as I've gotten older, I try to incorporate some of those traditions that I had from my childhood. And if I don't want to do a whole leg of lamb because it's just the two of us, I'll just go get some lamb chops and I'll kind of recreate that scenario using the lamb chops. And she would also have roasted vegetables alongside of it and some type of green vegetable to complete the meal. So that was my inspiration for today's meal. And also, we wanted something different. So I'm going to put my olive oil in the pan and let that start heating up. So often we get into a routine of eating the same things over and over and over. So every now and then it's nice to incorporate something different. You know, because usually on Sundays I try to do a down-home southern meal with collard greens and cabbage or fresh green beans, things of that nature. So today we're just kind of veering off just a little bit into something different to change up our palate. And you get tired of eating chicken. You know, the other week we noticed that we were eating chicken 4 times a week, and it was just getting old. So trying to do something new. All right. So hope everybody had a great week and enjoyed your weekend. It's really nice here today. I've gotten up this morning, had all the windows open, had the garage door up and the kitchen door open, letting some fresh air come in and enjoying the change of the season. It's not too cold and it's not too hot. It's just perfect weather. As you hear, my oven is preheated. I have it set to 375. So I just kind of flipped a little water in to see if my grease was hot enough and ready to go. So I got up this morning, washed and marinated. As I said, marinated my lamb chops. So they've been marinating for about a good 6-7 hours. So to get more flavor in them, you want to marinate them overnight. So we're just going to lay the lamb chops and we're just going to get a good little sear on them. So I picked these up at Sam's the other day. So they're a nice little chop, and you can see all the garlic, the minced garlic that is on them. And you can kind of hear them searing in the skillet. So we'll have enough for today and leftovers for tomorrow. A lot of times when I cook on Sundays, I try to cook enough where I don't have to cook again until maybe about Tuesday. And if I cook a big meal, it'll last us until Wednesday. So while those are searing, we're going to go over to the counter and we're going to drain and pat the potatoes dry and season them up and get them ready to go into the oven. So I'll see you in 60 seconds. Okay, we're back. So as you can see, I have my cookie sheet and I have lined it with parchment paper. I'm still going to spray it with a little Pam, just so the potatoes will not stick. Alright, I have our potatoes here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a paper towel and kind of dry those off, pat those dry. And get all the water out of the bowl. Okay. All right. So the seasonings that I'm going to put on our potatoes is this Bragg's Organic Sprinkle 24 herbs and spice seasoning. This is very good. I use it on chicken. I marinate chicken breast in it with some olive oil a lot. It gives a good flavor. It has your rosemary, onion, garlic, thyme, red bell pepper, carrot, tomato, black pepper, basil, Bragg's vinegar. Bragg's Organic Extra Virgin Olive Oil, parsley, tarragon, lemon peel, orange peel, apple cider vinegar, celery seed, dill seed, oregano, savory, sage, ginger, coriander, bay leaf, turmeric. And all of these ingredients are organic. And they smell wonderful. You kind of see all the seasonings that are included in there. And I get this, the first time I tried it, I bought it from Amazon. One of our local grocery stores carries it now, but it's not in every one of them. So what I'm doing now is I'm flipping our lamb chops to get it seared on the other side. And once that side is seared off, we're going to stick it in the oven. Okay, so while that is searing, we're going to get back over here to our potatoes. I'm also going to add some extra onion powder, garlic powder, some fine sea salt, and some black pepper, some minced garlic, and some olive oil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drizzle a little olive oil on the potatoes. Okay. Paper towel. I want to get a spoon. This comes in this minced garlic I get from Sam's. It comes in handy when you don't feel like chopping up garlic cloves or pulling out the garlic press, or you just don't have any fresh garlic on hand. Well, let's put a little bit more. And I'm just going to season it with the garlic powder. I'm going to be generous with it because I'm going to toss this once I get all the seasonings in the bowl. This is our onion powder. Our salt. As you can see, I'm not using any measurements today. I'm just eyeballing everything. Pepper. And our herbs. Okay. So we're just going to mix those up. And you want to make sure your potatoes are coated really well. Uh-oh, I'm losing a potato. So as you can see, it is coated really well with the seasoning. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit more of our herbs on here, because that's the whole purpose of the potatoes, to have herb roasted potatoes. All right, I'm going to mix that up some more, and then I'm going to put them out on our parchment lined cookie sheet, and then we're going to put them in the oven to bake. Kind of spread them out into one layer. If I have someone in my household that loves potatoes, so he should like these. Alright, so we got them all in a layer. And then we're going to put them in the oven at 375 to roast halfway during cooking. We'll stir them just to make sure they're roasted on both sides. All right. So we have our potatoes on our cookie sheet, and we're going to put them in the oven And then we're going to check on our lamb chops. Be back in 60 seconds. Okay, we're back. We're over here checking on our lamb chops. As you can see, the first side has brown, has a nice little sear on it. And we're letting the other side sear, and then we're going to stick them in the oven. Meanwhile, we're going to heat up a skillet, and I have 2 strips of thick sliced bacon that I've chopped, and we're going to brown those in the skillet to get ready for our Brussels sprouts. So we're going to let the skillet heat up a little bit, and then we're going to put our Brussels sprouts in. Growing up as a kid, I never really liked Brussels sprouts, but as I've gotten older into adulthood and started really cooking them myself, I've grown to love them. I call them mini cabbages because that's what they look like to me, mini cabbages. So we're just going to drop our sliced bacon in here. Okay. And we're going to let that brown up and let the fat render on it. And we're going to saute those Brussels sprouts in that good old bacon fat, which will give it a lot of flavor. That is what we want, food that is full of flavor. And also that is good for us. Okay, we're going to let these brown for a little bit more on the other side. And I told you in a previous video how I love fresh vegetables. So, once again, we have fresh Brussels sprouts today, not frozen. I just like the taste of fresh vegetables. I need to do me a garden. One day maybe that will happen if I get a green thumb. See how that's getting a nice little sear on them. And searing them locks in the juices of your meat. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to put this in the oven now and let it finish cooking.